folks, welcome to the south end of the Debutts yard. Hey, we're going to chat a little bit. We just had a truck pull up. Let's see what they're up to.
Yes, sir. I'm back on for 6, and I'm ready to make a move when you have. You want to come on out and get number 5? Do you have anything other than 5? I was able to get down 6. The pressure's enough. Nope. Alright, well, I'm good to get up. Hill, sir. That's 1%. Yeah, I've got 4 through 4. You got too much movement down there.
That is the truck that you're listening to.
I got stuff at 4. Cut off. You can clear it out on camera. Let me know when you're. Yes, sir. Understood.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Todd. Hello, Drifter. Anybody know what that truck does?
Should be around where you go down. I go to 32. Yeah. You'll back with the TTX 78. Basically, you'll be holding 3 racks. We'll bring them up here and off them. You'll bring 278 back there. TTX 852 278. 32 is clear track north end. Yeah, you're good.
Well, Tony, there is nothing we can get past you. Y'all saw the answer. Tony told y'all. That truck works on the railroad. Todd, I haven't really decided. He was here when we first pulled up. He backed way down the other end, and then we heard him return. But I'm just not quite sure his purpose. There's a set of locomotives tied down at the south end here of the yard. How's everybody on this beautiful 73-degree day? Alright, you can see him getting out to throw another switch. They were talking about doing number 5. As you can all see, right where the green paint is, there's number 6. And that's where he was.
North Tower 3. Got permission to come out on the here. Get on that number 4. Chris CC off. Oh yeah, I see that. Well, on out and get the high to stop for it. Hold on to 3 of the racks, 2 racks, and 270.
There's number 8.
Main. Main's out.
Forward to east thoroughfare, rush out, shove, track time.
Alright. Do have all your switches to how they were before we come across. Alright, that's fine. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let him get out of the way, and then you guys move out of the east thoroughfare towards 40 yard. I think he's just going to have you thoroughfare, but talk to our tower about it.
Alright, watching out for the 26. We'll talk to them about stuff on the surface.
Tony wants to remind you, if you are a member of the Collin Railroad Museum, the annual meeting will be on March 26th. And again, you must be a member of the Railroad Museum. If you aren't, it's only $20 a year, and it's a special year if you want to make it $50. And then Railfan Day in Collin is May 16th. For those of you that have not been here before, we are at the south end of the Debutts Yard. If you're familiar with Coffey's Cliff, that is at the other end, about 5 miles from where we are. We're down by the fuel racks in this incredible spot to railfan. We're here at the UTC practice soccer fields, just around the corner from the historic Engel Stadium that you see there in the background. And there are the UTC practice fields. And this great big parking lot that we're in, if you stay on this side of the rail, you are in a public parking lot. There's lights here and you can watch all night long. And a lot of times they have all the field lights on. You can see all the sports in progress. And any train that comes from the north end, so that would be a train coming up from Atlanta, a train coming down from Knoxville, or a train coming down from Cincinnati. If it is due to terminate here, you will see that locomotive or that train come right here, and they'll uncouple the engines, and then the two tracks closest to us, they will get permission to go back to the fuel racks. There's a great big sign that says stop. And it goes on to say that you cannot go past this point without proper authorization. You must notify the fuel rack supervisor before you can proceed. And to make sure they do that, there are two derail stations right here. Now, on track 1, closest to you, you see a blue flashing light. That blue flashing light is where the derailer is. It is yellow in color and it's kind of in the shadow right now. But when the blue light is flashing, the derail is up. They are remotely controlled. And when a set of locomotives or any locomotive is going to go back to the fuel rack or come out of the fuel rack, they have to stop there and verify that the derails are down. Like I said, it's painted in yellow, and it's right there where the blue flashing light is on the right-hand side of that track. Right there in between the two white markers you see. And then over here, in between the second two white blocks that you see, there is a second derail that is not up currently. The blue light is not flashing, so it has not been closed from when the last set of locomotives went through. At some point, the fuel rack manager will activate that switch and close it so that no one can go back unauthorized. Looks like some of the folks that were practicing here on the soccer fields have finished up for the night. Everybody carrying their bags.
Go ahead. Got time, 83? Yeah, give me just a minute. Yeah, let's get high. Get you over on that number 7. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, 40. Thanks, 40.
Going north now. Yeah, shove on down. Just thinking to clear that number 8. I guess you got double 8 to 8 back to those.
Hello, Colt. How are you tonight? I was just telling Dirk, life is like paradise today. The weather is beautiful. Out of work for the afternoon. Trackside with you guys. Colt's struggling with his Wi-Fi, so y'all get any messages into him that you may have before he loses us.
369.
Tony's got his windows up on the Cumberland, his windows open and his heater off. Tony's over on the Cumberland Plateau, north of Cowan. Todd is right. It is absolutely a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I don't know what told you guys. I'm starting to T38.
Chattanooga area rail fanner? Are you out this afternoon?
0042.
Or you were going to but aren't currently? We got some smoke on the horizon like something started up over there. For those of you not familiar with this section where we are here at the south end, any train. Hello, Chuck. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The skies have cleared up from all the clouds from earlier. Oh, okay, so you're not trackside at the moment, area rail fanner. Good to have you on.
Getting anything on that? No, not yet. Alrighty.
So the spot where we are, again, for those of you maybe first time, or for those of you that watch this video in the future, which many of you do because what we do is live. We are trackside. We are working on a production unit 6 today. We are coming to you by satellite connection today, all the way up into the heavens and back down wherever the Starlink satellites are floating around. We're sending from that point right here up to the satellites, down to YouTube. YouTube processes the video and the sound. Make sure there's nothing copyrighted. And then send it back to you to see. And in all that short amount of time, generally about 6 to 8 seconds. Especially when we're on the MiFi. Sometimes the satellite will run just a tad longer. But you are looking back towards the north end of the yard, like I said, about 5 miles down. As trains come in from the other end or from behind us, they drop their trains off at this end, and then they're pushed back to the hump yard. So the tracks here in the middle are for that purpose. So if we get an inbound train from Cincinnati, Atlanta, or Knoxville, those locomotives will come right up here, drop their train off like this one right here, and then once they have collected their DPU, they will go up and push back into the yard to the fuel rack, leaving their train here. And then at some point, the GP40s will come on down, pick up that train, and push it back into the hump yard to be broken down for distribution, reassembled, and set out to the next point. The Debutts yard is the second largest yard in its classification type in the Norfolk Southern system. It's 24/7. It never sleeps. And all NS, BNSF, all traffic, if it's going from east to west, will pass right through here. There is a CSX, which is the W&A sub, pass-through line to the far side on your right. There's an NS pass-through lines on the far side to your right, where the train's not due to come into the yard for any reason, will pass through.
Conductor, I'll send when you depart there.
So, we're going to kind of listen to the scanner, and like I said, you're going to hear the various departments here in the NS yard, the train crews, the carmen, all the different parts that operate here in the yard, and also CSX.
What's down here? Main Tower. Yeah, come on down here by the main tower. Got his line towards the thoroughfare line in and works the way down to number 8 now. Getting on that 7, sitting on that side over here.
North tire over.
Now, I don't know if you can see it yet. Let's zoom in on it.
Stand down auto right south end.
That's the 21. Could be getting some shortly. Now.
So let's listen to the scanner and see what's coming our way and what's up. The fuel rack's off there to your left. Hello, Barry. How are you? Hi, Kit. Well, Lucas, since it's not freezing cold, we'll see how long it takes him to get here. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to put you guys, Alan, Lucas, Todd, everybody, in charge of keeping up with where he is. Well, hello, sir.
What y'all doing?
Hanging out at the railroad track.
Oh.
Got a hall pass, and here we are.
Oh. I see. Is that the line, man?
Looking for a church mouse to run across.
Oh.
How you been?
I've been all right. How about you?
I think I'm any better. Playing on Tuesday.
You may see one in about 25 minutes. I think one's pulling about a tower. It's a pull in the yard.
Yeah, I see the light coming this way very slowly. 4005 went through the dome 15 minutes ago, headed here. It's good.
It'll be way dark when he gets here, even if he comes this way.
Yep, the way he's due to terminating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is. Oh, you got a car person.
Same number 3 girl. Thank you.
Work is good. Life's good. Life is good. Food is good. Work is good. Check this visit Robinson. Waking up every morning. I feel good. My health's okay. Every time I feel great.
Have you lost some weight?
A couple pounds. And every time I go to the doctor, he, kind of burst that whole bubble for me. You know, and it's like taking your car in for a checkup. Hey, everybody. You know, you can see we have a person there working on the train. You know, there's always something, you know, there's some shut-off valve ain't working. And, you know, take another pill, take another shot. It's like, and everything has an effect. So, you get good, you got bad. But, no, everything's really good. When are they going to paint that locomotive?
Yes, sir. Hey, Tony, done just regroup. It's gonna be. I got emergency or everything. I understand. Over. Out.
Ooh, we're really talking. So they said they cut off me to do that for a hot minute. You know, like some plans afterwards.
They don't tell us nothing.
Really?
We'll probably run some of it for the time. It might be less. Once I leave at 3:30, I'm done.
Alright, is that your full-time gig?
Yeah.
How long have you been with it?
15 years.
Not long. Yeah, I can't believe it.
Oh, did you not ever find it?
No. I really thought it was six, but I don't feel I promised Scott I'd pull out the roof before it all turned green and started sprouting up.
And 5.
And
Copy that, sir. Copy that.
so I started the other day and shoot, everybody, that's Life Force you here. Let's see if we can zoom in. I don't always do the best with this project, but it's light enough we can still get him. I hope everybody's okay. There goes Life Force taking off from Erlanger Medical Complex. He doesn't seem to be in code 3 mode, so maybe he just decided he wanted to do a little spin around the neighborhood. Check out and see what trains are on the fuel rack. Fly over TVRM. See what they're up to. See if anybody started painting the 4501 yet. And take a look at the trains coming in up at Citico Junction, because he's headed kind of that way. And there he goes off into the distance. You can see the wing sock here at the yard. Somebody asked me the other day, why does a rail yard have a wing sock? Well, if there's a chemical spill and it's going across the yard, you are going to want to know which way it's going. All right, like I said, we had a light coming this way. Not sure where he is, but we're just going to kind of hang out, relax, and we'll look at the graffiti a little bit. In the meantime, Mike is here, Mike Ray, so we're going to say hi to him for a moment, see what he's been up to, and then I'll be back with y'all. So Todd, you take over. Lucas, everybody, y'all welcome everybody as they sign on.
The time delay.
We're going to the plug, by the way.
Things got around today or yesterday or anything?
Yesterday was normally Wednesday.
Copy that. Copy that.
And this is our scripts.
Out.
It's usually my late day at work. That's when your sister's birthday. So that's 9 Tuesday and Thursday, it's as soon as I can get to that side. It's fine.
69, we will be shoving that.
The pullback track there a couple of days, a week or two ago.
And they supposedly they were doing, they're also working, not them, another group, they're working for actually pipe crossing this weekend. I don't know if it is or isn't. Work's been,
Those tracks up.
yeah, work's been busy enough. Normally during the day, if I'm in the office, I got 6 cameras on plus hours. I got 2 cameras there. That's probably 700.
Right there in front of you, as soon as we clear up, I'll get you out.
Well, I think I'm gonna go home and have some supper.
Yeah, stand by. Got you, as soon as we clear up out of there. Stand by.
Oh, he hated that job. Woo. I don't know how he did it for 33 years, but he did it.
He said, we're going to change this and we're going to do that. I said, nope, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, they were going to start making them work to 9 o'clock at night and do all that stuff. He says, hell no, get out.
Flip on that stuff you took out of these. I copy. Got those big signs on the back to work now, so you can see.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah. They were rebuilding it. Somebody went in there and just chopped all the wires. Rewire a bunch of tracks.
7. Number 7.
Oh, this guy was better.
Jeez.
There's only 2 miles. We'll catch you in the funny papers, man.
I'll be there. Right on that front page.
That's right. Okay, bud. Take care.
I'll tell everybody you said bye.
Okay. See you later. Don't take any wood nickels.
No, I want real green.
I hear you. See ya.
Hey, Billy, how are you? Good to see ya. There's a horn salute from Mike Ray to all of you. He's on his way home from the TVRM. Y'all know Mike. Fantastic fella. He keeps Scott out of trouble. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. Tony, I guess you went off to bed, so yes, we'll see you at the next crossing. Remember, y'all are quality control, so if you see anything that I've missed or anything you want to do or anything you want to cover, please just ask. If it's your first time on, don't be bashful. Jump on and say, hey, Mike, this is Railcar Boxcar Tom. And I'm in Missouri, and fill us in on what you're up to. Anybody trackside, please give us a heads up where you are. If it's your first time, or if you've not subscribed yet, now is the time to do it. And as Todd and John always tell you guys, pound the like button. That's very important. All right, y'all. Is it an optical illusion or is it leaning to the right? The camera is straight according to the bubble. Hey, Billy, are you coming down for Cowan Railfan Day on May 16th or Irondale in Birmingham on March 28th? Billy, how are you and the whole diet and the eating right and being good and doing what the doctor says? How are you doing with all that? Everything the way it's supposed to be? Have you made the doctor proud? So, to recap the important things, subscribe if you haven't. And once you subscribe, you're able to chat with everybody. So if you got any rail fan questions, you got any rail questions, you got any questions,
Hey, where are you at?
please ask away. If you have any questions about what's on the radio, we are listening to NS and CSX, and we are live. You're hearing it literally as I do. And I said again, please, everybody, pound, hit, jump upon, smash the like button. We saw Carmen walking those cars a little while ago. They'll sometimes go along and release the air in order to push back. A set of cars for the yard switchers. Here's a set of auto racks that have been dropped off here. Saw a Canadian unit, the fuel racks. Did you know, there's only a couple exceptions, but a non-NS locomotive may not lead a set of locomotives into the fuel rack. It has to be an NS locomotive to take a set of locomotives into the fuel rack. Our second derailer still is not up. It's still down. Ferromex all the way from Mexico, and look at that. No artwork. Oh my goodness. "50% proud, huh? I like that. Well, it's better than 40% proud, so that means you've been kind of behaving, huh, Billy? And thank goodness all the snow's gone, right? A nice pastel Easter painting on that train car. Believe it or not, we've not had a pass-through train yet since we went live. Our big truck that was working on the rails, he is long gone to the barn. Looks like Scotty maybe there. S-C-O-T-Y. All right, who knows what a blue flag is? Anybody want to tell us why is that blue sign sticking up right there? And
Capital, drop down there.
all of you are absolutely right in your own way. It means that there are men working ahead on that track, and there is no authorization to proceed on that track past that point. Blue flag. And there is also a little light, although it's not dark enough to see it, that flashes when they put that up. That blue flag, in this particular case here at this end of the yard, they actually lay between the tracks and have a hinge and are fastened down. Many times you'll just see them stuck on the side of a rail. There's all kinds of different ways, but the bottom line is don't go past this point, as there are folks ahead, rail staff or otherwise, working on that track, and basically that track is closed to proceed past that point. Officially, if you wanted the version from the textbook, equipment prohibiting its movement, coupling, or obstruction. This critical federal safety rule protects personnel from and must only be removed by the specific worker who has placed it or assigned to do so or authorized. The key aspects of the blue flag protection. The purpose: it ensures safety during maintenance, inspection, loading, and unloading. Restrictions: when a blue flag is displayed, equipment cannot be moved, coupled with, or have any other equipment placed in front of it. Placement: placed on the tracks, switches, or directly on locomotives and cars. And last, again, was the removal part. Only the specific person or craft that placed the flag or so has authorization to do so can lower it. So, all that official stuff came from Alan. Thank you. Lucas and everybody, you're absolutely right. The bottom line is, hey, humans ahead working, stop, do not go forward, otherwise you could cause a catastrophe. That is our blue flag. And it looks like, oh, here's another one. Hey, here comes the cone truck. There's another one. There's a closer view of the blue flag, closest to us. And as you all know, we've watched the cone truck, the carmen, come and go and put those down and put them up. Blue flag, stop. And while we're looking at that switch, remember about a month ago at night we got to watch all the welding going on? There are the chains on the switches that they were talking about, so they quit losing the locks. Anybody at the cliff tonight? Anybody out trackside tonight? As we hang out at the south end of the Debutts yard. Alan had mentioned that there's a northbound coming from CSX, and he is correct. Those of you watching the bird cam, looks like a empty coal train coming our way.
Tower 369. Come check your hand throws. Got you lined outbound freight lead. If you would drop off at that road there, your man's going to make a cut. 7th car over towards the 3rd. Get solid. Then we'll get high stop board. Solid. Get you back over to number 4. So you get back up here, go back. Come behind 12. You can bring your number.
Well, the one thing we for sure don't want to happen is that they cut those locomotives off and leave this train there. That will not be a good thing. Let's see what the plan is.
It looked like we're open. Can we just run around our grab the DP and go short way? Come back to number 8. Get a hold of call and figure out which foot we got to. I will run, and once we're back on our DP, give us a route. Switching over to humping off the west side. Alright, the location good. 4680, flagging out.
Well, you guys know what that sound was. That was not the sound of building a train. Yes, they cut the air and will separate the locomotives. Actually, have already separated. Hang on. Oh, there goes another life force up and into the air. As he takes off from the Erlanger Medical Complex. All right, let's listen to our train crew. Yes, Dirk. I totally agree. Rude.
5.
There's your conductor on the back. Let's listen to him.
Experienced travelers know that travel insurance is a must. Get protection for trip cancellation,
not conducting. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
As we drop the blue flag.
Protection on. Yeah, 8, 7, 8, full back protection out.
Hello, Dixie Productions 2023. I'm going to take the rough route under the viaduct.
CS equipment defect detect 133. That's track number 8 on the track down. Alright, so let's go ahead and couple up and then.
Well, 133.9, we will be seeing that train for CSX go past us through our little window We'll just call it our portal right there. He'll be past here shortly. Well, Lucas, we're just going to have to peak between PNWX 204806 and AOKX 601158. Best I can do at the moment. Y'all going to have to look quick as he goes by on the far track over there. There he rolls.
Stop at 5. CSS defect detector. 133 point. No defect. Axle 47 of transmission.
First mosquito of the year. Ouch. let you all know those 4-letter codes where you see PNWX and then the car number 204806. Those 4 letters are a standard means for telling or knowing who owns that car. The trailing X means that it is a private car reporting mark, and that particular car that you see right there belongs to PNW Railcars Inc. PNW Railcars Inc. A railcar leasing company based in Portland, Oregon. The trailing X, as we just were speaking, indicates it's a private, non-railroad owner mark rather than a common carrier railroad. PNW Railcars is a group company of Mitsubishi HC Capital Inc.
Lined outbound.
And AAR, assigned identifier you're seeing on their leased freight cars. Hey! So, next to it, MBKX.
6, 7. Brake. Applied.
What are you doing?
7.
How you been?
Great.
Yeah, come on out.
Been at it all day?
Oh no, like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yeah, we just got this a little bit ago. All right, on the PKX. I may have typed that in wrong. Hang on. Oh. MBKX. The owner is Mitsu Rail Capital. Again, another private car owner, since it has the X as the identifying mark on it. So it is also owned by a non-railroad entity. So, and you can find this out. You just throw in the letters, and it will tell you all the different cars and whose they are. See, and there's a third set, HKRX. Now we do have a light. Possibly making his way towards us. Not sure, let's see.
Give me just a minute. We're just going to go back to 11. Then you guys can work your way out the east. We'll go out on the bridge down the shop.
Go toward 11, then we'll go east bridge and then down.
Lucas, a bucket truck is the one thing we don't have in the production unit group. Hey, Crash, how are you tonight, sir?
No. 11. So.
Hello, Jake. And yes, Jake, they absolutely can.
Up on that, understand.
But you can put your engine on there, I've just got.
Alright, yeah, let me know when you get.
And Alan sent us a note. We have a westbound sitting at the TVRM camp, working its way. Once they release it there, he's gone past the Jersey crossing, making his way. 152 is by Apposon. Gonna guess they'll bring him straight out into the yard. The only downside is once he hits the yard at the far side, it takes them an hour to get to this side. Jake, not sure exactly what your question is. Is the question, can you come to this point? Yes. It's a public spot. Everybody, we got enough room for 50 cars. Y'all come and visit. We are at the south end of the Debutts yard. We are in the parking lot of the practice soccer fields for UTC, the UTC Medical Complex. Right there in the distance. And we are coming to you tonight by satellite. Through the skies, off to YouTube, and back down to your neighborhood. $152 with the locomotive that we've been watching. I believe it's 4005, making his way right to where we are. We'll see how long it takes and if we can outlast him. The pass-through tracks are a little bit on the quiet side. Everything else is a little bit on the quiet side. Do a little sports practicing over there.
Out the east side. Number 11.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Give center section. Coming out.
Crash, if you're in Kohata, you go by the general store and get one of those pizzas for me and tell me how good it is and what I missed and how much you enjoyed it, okay? Rolling back towards the yard. As you can see, as it starts to get, we'll just say past twilight, The one derail on the right side is still down and has been since we arrived here at 4:30. The one on the left, still up. Let's see, let's kind of keep an eye here and see if what our lights are coming this way. Other than the car you see to your left. And for those of you just joining on, it is the twilight hour here at the south end of the Debutts rail yard, where every train that goes east-west through Chattanooga passes through here. Right now we can't see the pass-through lines because our last train that came in dropped right in front of us. Looks like we got one of the switchers down there at midpoint. 4005 making his way here. Don't know if we're going to be here that late by the time he gets here. Alan said to remind you all, daylight savings time this weekend, spring ahead. So,
6, 7, 8.
Come Monday at this time, it will still be great light. Doesn't help us today, but it will next week. Anybody new, please let us know you're on the channel and where you're at. If anybody's gone trackside, please do the same thing. Let us know where you are. Don't forget, subscribe, like, ask questions, and have a good time. We are here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are live. Your host tonight is me, and I'm Mike. And I'd like to thank all of you for being on with us tonight. That is a look back into the yard. The fuel racks are down on the left. 3rd Street going up and over. As we kind of see what's next, 4005 making its way to a termination point, which is here. And spring is just around the corner. Matter of fact, if you're a Hummingbird fan, March 15th is the time the Hummingbirds are due back. They're already in South Georgia, so make sure y'all have your Hummingbird feeders cleaned and ready to put up on March 15th. feed the little fellers as they move northward, coming back after winter hanging out down south.
SX, detector, milepost, 3.9er.
Another northbound CSX over on the pass-through track.
Drop down the ramp.
Hello, Michigan! Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Isaac, Southern Railway Productions. Thank you so much for subscribing. Good to have you on.
6 main north 584.
My last assignment for Budget Rent-A-Car was I was the ops manager for the state of Michigan before moving down here. It's been a while though. I worked in Romulus at Detroit Metro Airport. Lived not too far from the Chrysler headquarters up in Auburn Hills, and then moved down here, loved it, and stayed. Got a train light there, but thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. We are live. We are trackside. We are at the south end of the Debutts yard, second largest classification yard of its type in the NS system. We won't get to see the CSX over on the pass-through because we got train blocked, which can happen down here. That is the downside. I hear our CSX train coming.
Yeah, Carmen's gonna. Whenever you guys get that way, Carmen's gonna holler at you to relay that.
CSX going north.
I-4, clear to.
Yep, Romulus is where I went every morning for a couple years to the Detroit Metro Airport. All right, we have a switcher making their way down here. Probably one of the GP40s. I see we have a PTC car waiting.
Yeah, from 910 south.
Actually, PTI car waiting. Todd, we are planning a trip to Wauseon, Ohio, to the Railroad Museum there, and to film on the east-west line to Chicago. All right, here comes one of our remote control locomotives. Let's tune in here, you guys, and let's see what they're gonna go get. We know what he's not going to get as he goes down in between.
I just come down into track number 4. Sir, stop short of a couple.
Order captain,
Oh, tower 369. Yeah.
I just got my ear, but showing bills in the train.
Barry, if I was to guess what tomorrow is going to be, guess number 1 is at the cliff. Guess number 2 is Dalton. There's the UTC police. They patrol this regular, as that is the UTC practice fields over there.
I've been having issues today for some reason. Zero down.
Hey, sir. How you doing today? I'm Sergeant Busy. I'm with the police department.
Alright.
Call regarding you.
South, about 5.
They called us. I'm here. Okay. All right. Do you work around here? You don't work around here? Okay. Or just like, hey, is he with y'all? Okay. You got any ID on you?
They got a 369.
report 4005 on the street.
What are you doing around this area?
369 over. Yeah, so what's going on? I'm NCR on the train bill and sun profile, and it says that so I'm trying to figure out about
227-358.
Hey everybody, we just got an update that 4005 is to be getting its entrance to the Debutts yard from the north end.
Where? Oh yeah, what brought you to Chattanooga? What brought you to Chattanooga?
It shows the
Okay.
train bill, it shows nothing.
Yeah, so we don't.
It's usually highlighted in red
property.
train. So with
Railroad
third
they don't want nobody here either.
just put in there the key train there, that's profile.
You're not affiliated, you're not a business.
Yes, sir. Are you ready to start pulling?
Take time for me for a second.
Trying to get everything squared away.
Is that like a bounce point up there?
Okay, so that means so we need to keep trying to keep those trains. We'll start pulling. No problem, take it up.
Just walking around? Okay. Just checking out things downtown? Or what? Okay.
170 fuel right.
I got you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing illegal about
There, ready to head north. Alright, just stand by. I got one coming in north. 104, I'll get you out of here.
that. Sure. And do you walk all the way or you have a car? Yeah. Their car there? Okay.
5.
Just like checking out the rail yard and stuff? Sure. Just watching the trains? Okay. Cool. You working on it? You what?
No, we need the NS40.
What kind of job do you want to get?
Yeah, it looks like we may have the switcher coming out again in between, where you see the yellow lights. Let's kind of listen and see what happens.
Apartment?
Parkland.
House? Okay. And
Yes, Barry?
how long does it
Let's break them out. Here, there, we can negotiate, as Tony would say, with some t-shirts.
Speaking of CN power crash, there's some CN power in the fuel racks. I saw CN nose when I went over the bridge. It wasn't black with the horse, and it had a big CN in it. So it stood
Yeah,
out.
he came in on a 4-pack up front earlier. I saw him go by TVRM.
Oh, he was up front?
He wasn't up front, but he was with them.
Oh, okay.
Alright, next one,
His
right.
nose is out now.
And he was super clean.
Yeah, that's probably why I could see him so well.
Yeah, that's just
I wonder what he did.
keep watching that. What kind of watch is that?
2 CSX through. Nothing here. They pulled this in, dropped, took the engines, and went that way on the other side. And we've seen the switcher twice.
Yeah, we're not Chattanooga or Hamilton County. UTC, please.
5.
That's UTC property.
So that would explain the smell
Equal
of
to
the
one, we're
grain.
not called in, right?
Ooh, it's
And then we had a big truck.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was spraying or what he was doing.
550.
Because he stopped just as he got there, but oh yeah, the grain is like
Sure.
incredible.
I guess the cows don't mind the smell.
Cows love it.
What are they doing? Are they like surveying?
We're a YouTube company and we're live.
Oh, okay.
We're here 2-3 times a week, and 4005's on its way here.
I'm actually gonna grab my camera.
And he's a rail fan too.
What's the name of your channel?
Rail Moments.
Rail Moments?
Uh-huh.
Are you specifically Chattanooga based or you
I'm
travel?
based here, but we do the southeast.
Are you a fan of their YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, is that why you're here?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Y'all honestly look like you work for the rail yard for a second. I thought you were doing some surveying. Oh, thank you, sir.
And no, we're live, and we come here at least once a week. We do Coffee's Clip probably once a week, and then from there it's kind of where I'm.
Okay. Why don't you check out your YouTube channel?
Please do.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe and come hang out.
Yeah, now that I know you guys are down here.
Yeah, we're on a regular basis because it's so unique. It's one of the few places that you get to see in a rail yard, but back to the fuel rack, transportation,
Yeah.
train down, all the different things that occur here. Usually, you can't get to this in normal rail yards. And it's incredible. Decent lighting, so you could do all night.
Sure.
You get a little tired after 12, but.
Yeah, take it. I know.
Yeah, but it is really, it's so different. So it's a great spot. And like I said, 4005 is coming in, so it's a cool.
Norfolk 3369 over.
Hope to catch you. He's already ended the end of the hour.
Yes, good to go.
5 miles an hour.
I'm off that
Feel free to stop over there. We're actually out by satellite tonight.
Nice. You guys operate any type of drone or anything? You just primary camera on the ground?
We're camera on the ground. We do that, but tonight we're all on the ground.
Sure.
Next Jesse, and he's Whistleboard Productions. I'm Mike, and then my partner's Casey.
Oh, so this is your partner?
No.
Oh, I thought you were just like pointing in my different
Oh,
direction.
no. He is here kind of on a regular basis. We see him regular, and he watches trains.
Sure. And you don't mind him being here? He doesn't interfere with what you guys do?
He never has. Now, what happened over there, I have no idea.
Sure.
But he usually just comes and hangs out and watches trains, and that's it.
Cool. Nothing wrong with watching trains.
There's a gazillion people that do it.
Alright, line to 487.
Do you mind just leaving that?
Fuel rack. You're alright. That man is bad now.
Hey, copy, North State Star 17.
Alright, the derail is 1. Down there. Thank you.
Do you know the rail
What's it say?
employees pretty well?
The what?
You know the employees that work here pretty well, like the rail yard employees?
I know a lot of them because they all stop and visit.
they ever let you give you tours of the train or anything? Like,
Going on that side is like getting to see the president.
oh.
This
okay,
side,
yeah.
they wave the country.
All right.
You go over there,
Clear.
yeah, all over. They mean exactly what that sign says. You go past this point, it ain't gonna be pretty.
They're your friend as long as you're on this side of the rail.
That's good to know.
But yeah, you get on that side, a whole new world.
That sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
1928. Bye.
How long have you been a train fan? All your life? All your life? Yeah. Sure.
Here's your ID badge. This is what I'm doing today. You're not affiliated
Yeah, go.
with you at church, right?
You can let him run.
You can't go on here. You can't go on here.
That's right, Colin.
I believe it belongs to the railroad.
On it, leave it alone.
They'll give you a pickup post to get the property.
That's number. And we'll come behind number 10. Yeah. 26 free.
That's not it.
You can bring your number 9 to the Hummer.
We didn't miss it over there. Okay.
Alan knows what he is. I think he's third or fourth. Don't quote.
Say what? What'd you read?
Your microphone's kind of covering up the A. There you go.
Yeah, here's your copy. You got a transmission to go, just can't come on our property. Yeah, I was just saying, building behind it, the same yard, our campus on Middle Street, I would say it's roughly 7 to 8 sidewalk is fine. The building, towards the water,
Registry agencies and facilities be advised. Earlier E continues. Any diversion. No other advisory that
I think that was a dash 9 just back past. I think.
Here he is. He's third back.
Okay.
So he'll be nose whenever he comes.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah. He'll be right here. So I'm going to move my camera.
can't take our balls, too. I don't know. I'll I need to go our balls right now. You're good. I mean,
Oh, it was a dash 9.
Yep.
Thanks, Lucas.
Right, man.
A sneaky dash 9.
It's the bingo.
Hey, you too.
Have a good night.
someplace hanging over that side is our Dash 9, looking back towards the yard. Alright everybody, I'm back with y'all. I will, Todd, and everybody else, I will tell Jesse y'all said hello. And good to have everybody's with you still, or with us still I should say. And Jesse's got a number of notes from you guys that 4005 is rolling towards us here in the yard. Like I said, Lucas, make sure you invite everybody to the Railfan event starting out in Irondale on March 28th. And we put the shirts into production today that Aiden has designed, so while quantities last that day, first come, first serve, we have Rail Walk shirts for you from Rail Moments, designed by Aiden. And as y'all saw the note from Lucas, 9883 and 4644 over there on the other side. Not sure if they brought a train in or if they're building a train, but they are over there. As y'all saw the note from Lucas, 4005 is in the debug yard down at the other end. Todd, every show is an interesting show because it's like we always talk. It's like going to the store and buying the Cracker Jacks. You know there's going to be a surprise. You just don't know what it is or how far down in the box it is. And tonight, we got a double feature surprise. And the good news is we did not have to negotiate our way out of the Hooskow. Didn't have to give up one of those round circular things or even a shirt. Tony's going to be so proud of us.
It's a good thing I didn't save the last donut in the box at work.
Donuts. Lucas, I'm with you. When I go by Tasty Donuts or I go by Dunkin' Donuts, I always have the temptation. And I can hear my doctor in one ear and I can hear the jingle for Dunkin' Donuts in the other ear, and then my stomach's in the middle saying, well, if you only get one, it's only 306 calories. A can of Coke is 250, so hey, skip the Coke today and have a donut. And that's what happened yesterday. Oh, come on, Todd. Since we don't have them, you have one. You give Patches an extra treat, and you treat yourself. I won't tell your doctor. It's a secret.
Confidential donut snack.
Yes, confidential. You heard Jesse. Confidential donut snacking. Nobody but Patches will know. This one right here. Start right there and then come down. Jake, do you say that from experience or are you just guessing that they really work? Or have you heard the expression, watch your head?
I haven't. Hope to never.
Thanks, Dirk. If I go, you guys are in charge of sending me soup money.
Complimenting the crackers and chocolate syrup from certain places.
Big Mac and large fries. Okay, y'all stop the food thing. I'll stop, y'all stop.
Oh, yeah, please stop. I haven't eaten either.
Jesse's hungry. I'm hungry. Anybody know where 4005 is exactly? You let us know as quick as you can so we'll all know.
CT dispatch over.
I'm going to take a guess. That's him right down there.
Now,
But that's just a guess.
if you're a guessing person, that light you see right down there, Jesse feels. He feels it, you know. He can't pick the 6 lucky numbers, but he can figure out where 4005 is. He just feels it, as y'all heard him say. So everybody, let's kind of listen to the scanner and let's see if 4005 is about to make an appearance on our inbound train. Oh, Todd, so do I. Boston cream eclair. Oh, the chocolate on the top. Oh, those are good all the way to Michigan and back. WM, I think you started this. No, looks like Barry started this. Bad Barry, bad. Now tomorrow morning I'm going to think of y'all and I won't be able to drive past Duncan. Go anywhere. Jesse said we're going to see 4005, and as long as he cooperates, that's our intentions before we finish tonight's show. So let's see what's coming our way. Y'all listen to the scanner. Let's keep tabs. And as always, don't forget, subscribe, like, let us know where you are. And if you want to come visit, please bring donuts.
Our term. Thank you much.
Or a burger and fries.
Barry, the guess is right now to leave work at 1 tomorrow. Depending on what's in the area, I'll either go to Dalton or the Cliff tomorrow. And the weather. I heard rain is a possibility. I haven't looked. Todd normally and Alan normally keep me totally up to date on the weather, but I've been so busy on job 1 this week, I am behind. So I do send out a post once I know for sure. There goes another PTI car. Back into the yard. Let's see what's coming our way.
5-1. Exit. Out.
He got a yellow light on. Yep, I just discovered that. He has a yellow light, so that's not him.
Yeah, you're in the clear. Down, cut off. Power
Good thing I didn't lock in my numbers on that one.
Yeah, down, cut off.
All right, that is the switcher rolling our way. Tara, you're becoming quite the spokesperson for that new locomotive up there. Way to go, girl. Must be them Crocs.
NS4005, auto hump pitch. Out. Line up 15.
Well, Todd, it sounds like we have a chance up till 5 if I leave at 1. Lucas said, look left, 4005's behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse said you're right.
Still able to fly AC-21 in it, engine 40.
As y'all saw, Lucas told you 4005 is here right behind our switcher, kind of tucked in there and hiding. Todd, you need to work on that weather forecast for us. We need a little better day. Hold that rain off until, if we go to the cliff till 7. Or if it does rain, that'll make the decision real quick. We will be going to Dalton under the multi-million-dollar umbrella that they built for us called the Overpass. Yep, they're grabbing the crooked boxcar. Everybody has come to the conclusion that boxcar leans to the right. Let's hope that it stays upright and all goes well. Hope y'all like that red pattern design.
Back off ahead. Something that's still the old and it's 47. South, one half.
Is our lead locomotive 4447? Yeah.
All right, that is the lead locomotive on our train. 4447, Jesse said. I don't even know what train number it is. 152. So, 4447 leading 152, terminating here at the south end of the Debutts Yard in Chattanooga, Tennessee. All right, let's listen to all this, and I'm going to get quiet. I know y'all don't believe that.
What? Hopefully Jesse's head isn't in the way too.
There's Jesse getting ready. Y'all know Jesse. Whistleboard Productions. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. Jesse will be at the event in Cowan next week. No, I guess it's 2 weeks. Maybe it's 3 weeks. Sometime this month.
And I might bring some calendars.
Yeah, he's going to bring calendars. Y'all bring cash.
I gotta fund the trip somehow.
You have permission to come out on such a DP on that number 3. Get it cut away.
Oh, train move. Well, was that a train or a car on the far side?
No, it's just there's no way.
Yeah, 2 headlights. It's a car.
Alright,
You're right, Todd. We're all in on the train dance, but we're going to skip the rain dance.
Unless it's the rain going away dance.
Yeah. Jesse said we're going to add a new category. Going away rain dance.
1, 2. 3 of them there, fuel right, 3. Yeah, come on back southeast.
There, somebody said rolling up.
Put the DP on. Get on that number 2. Right. That 3 make it mile on the station. Right. Alright, copy that. 5 on the plug. Copy 0.
The lights off, you're up down if it is. Out in the number 6, my good cup.
Man, 60 right here. Alright, 15 rail down, light her up. We got it. Starts off with let off 515 15 unit 6.
Todd has pros and cons. The conversation being at the layout. Hang on, y'all. This is Mrs. S calling, so y'all just hang on a minute. Watch 4005 reverse back into the fuel racks as our train comes to a termination point here in the debug yard in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Mrs. S said tell y'all hello. She is done with class. She teaches karate.
That's right.
Drifter, the CSX line, the pass-through line for CSX is to the far right because we are train blocked. The CSX pass-through line is about 13 rails over, give or take, on the counting. The CSX is the far side, and then there's two NS towards us, and then all the rest are the yard lines. The first two that you see right here, this one and that one, these two take you back to the fuel rack. So when a train terminates here, as you just saw with 4005, they drop their train, pull forward, and reverse back. They get the authorization to go past the blue light, which turns it off. The fuel rack supervisor does. Drops the derailer. They pass through the conductor confirms that it's clear before they proceed, and then, as you can see, you have double flashing blue lights. That means both derailleurs are back in place. Got a train over on the far right side, just on the other side of this. Our switching locomotive, as you saw earlier, is still hooked up to the crooked boxcar.
I'll let you know when they're ready for you.
I shot the R's with me when it went. Remember when that went there? That is the last train I shot. I shot a train. I told you, if it's been either raining, if I had other stuff going on, I've been doing stuff on the truck. That's what I went out for a little bit today. I didn't take my pick before work. That's fine. Just sad all I had to do.
Old Dixie Depot. If y'all have not checked out that site on Facebook, they are putting a railfan wash center with overnight accommodations and old rail cars and what have you there along the CNO and TP in Evansville, just above Soddy Daisy, there on the CNO and TP track. So check that out. Leanne and her husband, and y'all saw 2 weeks ago on Best of the Rails where they were bringing in the caboose, as y'all saw that unloaded. Anybody new, please make sure, let us know where you are, who you are, whether you're in Michigan or England, and let us know if you have a channel, touch base with us, if you have anything going on. Barry, if you want, I believe, if we're not, hit me up on Facebook and we can chat about what you were talking about earlier on the layout. As Tog said, if you have not stepped on, stomped, smashed, pushed, or pounded the like button, now would be a fantastic time to do so. And for all of those that have subscribed, hey, chat with us. Anything that you want to tell us that you've got going on in the rail community anywhere, like Barry was talking about, please, or like Tony talked about earlier, or where we're going next, please do so before we finish up. As y'all know, we're here with Jesse, Whistleboard Productions. We travel a lot of places together. We actually work at the same place together. Todd, I do see an update. I would kind of think you guys do. We're going to skip the whole tornado idea because that'll really mess up going trackside. And as you see, Yeah, I saw that, Todd. Also, for those of you, while we're talking about the old Dixie Depot, they posted another video, or maybe it's a short, or maybe it's just a post. There was a number of things that they found inside the rail car, and they were wondering what they are. So if y'all watch that, they're super great people. Watch that and help them answer all the questions they have. That sneezing noise you hear, that is the slug and our remote control locomotive. We're going to hang out for a little bit more, and then we're going to wrap it up because y'all talked about steaks and everything else edible under the sun, and I'm hungry. And then Jesse got hungry, and he started here, and then we did the whole donut things as our rail fan friend got himself in a little bit of a pinch here with the Chattanooga, or actually with the UTC Police Department. And when you do that, not one, but 2 cars. And that, when you have 2 cars, takes a lot of extra donuts to get out of trouble. Or as Tony will tell you, get out the shirts.
I think so.
Hey, Mike, I'd hate to do this to you, but I'm going to ask you to leave.
Fish over. Greg over.
Took that long.
Five and 8 auto hump push out. It's down, y'all. Good, second push. Will you stop in between? Oh. You want this south motor, this motor 7. Right north engine and hit the stop button. And brake north, stop button.
I don't even remember when it was around 5:30. Oh yeah, I saw him going back.
8, 5, 8, auto hump exit, out.
That's probably what it is.
5-2, sidewalk.
Good.
Yes, sir. Go get a ride over to the wire.
Sure.
Appreciate you. NS4005, Memphis to Temple, out.
Hey everybody, we are still kind of hanging out for a moment, and we're going to try and watch our switcher reverse back in before we conclude for the night. Just for fun. It's not cold. I only had one mosquito attack me tonight. I'm going to try and zoom you in just a tad. Let's see what happens, if it gets mad at me or not. We'll try it. Well, if I get you probably much more, you're going to get a bunch of red dots. So we're going to hang out. Everybody, thanks so much for being on with us. Like I said, we're not leaving yet, but we are going to start winding down here at the south end of the debug yard. Anybody new? Anybody have any questions? Anybody got anything they want to share? Now's the time before we finish for the evening. And it's great to see y'all on tonight. Oh, you know, we had talked about the blue light that flashes and they turn them on and off. Right there is a blue light that they forgot to turn off. When the sign goes up, they usually pop that little button next to that, and then the sign's up, and as the crews are coming in, then they see that, and then they see the sign that stands up. So that is a sign stanchion point. They just didn't turn the blue light off. So for those of you that remember Kmart, the blue light special here in the yard at Debutts is right there on track 4. All right, everybody, rolling back over here. Like I said, we're going to stay. Hopefully he's going to reverse back shortly. And then, as you look back to the Debutts yard, we'll call it a night. But while we're doing that, like I said, anybody has any questions, anything they want to share, please do so before we wind up tonight. Because if you have a question, just ask, because there are so many people on here that know the answer, and then you'll know. And that is what rail fanning is all about.
Y'all should have it down there. Call me. Not yet. Remember, that's where that T-38 is going to be, where that stuff can Copy that.
Every bit of information to find one. That's why. Something, you know, this is not very well.
I should have it.
More than likely, I'm going to respond. You just said your He'll call me.
Grab my spot.
I remember I answered the phone one night. I said hello, and I didn't recognize the phone. I was in the morning. 3 in the morning, dude. I don't care. I'm going to sleep.
Well, everybody, what do you think? Did we have a pretty cool night? I guess since he's not going to be moving right away, we're going to go ahead and wind her down. Everybody, as always, it's been real, it's been fun, and yes, as always, it's been real fun. I am so glad y'all came out tonight. But be warned, if you go rail fanning this weekend, the first mosquito attacked me tonight, so they are back. So it is that time of year. I guess the freeze didn't kill them all. Everybody, thank you for all the likes. Welcome new subscribers. Thank you all for everyone that's always on and helping each other. That's what makes this so cool. Tomorrow, back trackside, like I said, as Barry and I spoke earlier, either Dalton or up on the cliff, depending on the weather. If we do have a rain issue, we'll go down to our multi-million-dollar umbrella built by the city of Dalton and the state of Georgia. So, from Jesse with Whistleboard Productions, Mrs. Jesse, Bethany over there in the car hanging out with us, from Casey and I to all of you, always keep an extra donut in your car. You never know when you might need it. Don't forget, send in those stills and videos up to 30 seconds, stills, anything train related for Best of the Rails every Sunday night at 5:30 live Eastern from the Eastern time from the studio. Submit them to railmoments.com. So I think that covers it all. Make sure you tell the one that you love how much they mean to you. Give them a hug and then say, hey, let's go rail fanning. See y'all at, you guys tell me where.
NS4004. I got a lot
Yep.
of optimizer.
See y'all at the next crossing. Thank you so much, and I hope you had as much fun hanging out as I did with y'all.
Yeah, Bill, let's take it back north.
As John will tell you, every time I get ready to turn it off, something happens. He revved his motor. I wanted to make sure he wasn't going to reverse before we hit the button.